New details tonight on a story first uncovered by the Target 12 investigators. A former surgeon at the center of a scandalous prescription drug scheme at Rhode Island Hospital is sentenced.
Today, Robert Villarreal pleaded guilty to distributing tens of thousands of pills to other employees at the hospital and forging prescriptions for himself.
Another former hospital worker was also sentenced after admitting he worked with a surgeon as a middleman in the scheme. Target
12 investigator Tim White first broke this story and is outside federal court in Providence with the exclusive details.
Dr. Robert Villarreal had it all, a promising young surgeon with an Ivy League degree. But then prosecutors say a drug-fueled addiction pushed him into a world of pill peddling. Former orthopedic surgeon Dr. Robert Villarreal pleaded guilty to one count of conspiracy to distribute prescription drugs. He was sentenced to 6 months behind bars, followed by a year and a halfway house and 500 hours of community service.
The judge really was incredibly fair in a lot of ways.
His attorney says since Villarreal's arrest, he's been helping others who are battling addictions. As part of the sentence, the former doctor has to lecture students about the dangers of taking drugs like Adderall to get an edge on their studies.
He's been a wonderful asset to so many people's lives, talking to them about what he's been through, about his addiction, and about helping them through other people's addictions. So while it's been a humbling experience, he's really making the best of it.
Prosecutors say Villarreal was popping up to 20 Adderall pills a day and performed surgeries under the influence. To fuel that addiction, investigators say he would write prescriptions for as many as 9 other workers at the hospital for pills like Adderall and oxycodone and keep some for himself. The scheme went on for 2 years. Prosecutors say Gary Manessian, a former orthopedic technician at Rhode Island Hospital, acted as a middleman, hooking Villarreal up with other hospital workers looking for fraudulent prescriptions. Can we have a moment, please?
No.
Manessian was sentenced to 6 months home confinement, and like Villarreal, he will have to perform 500 hours of community service.
Yeah, are you happy about that, sir? Can you tell us, please, just for a moment, how widespread this is at the hospital? I think a lot of people are probably concerned about that.
Both men were stripped of their licenses to practice. Now, in a statement, a spokesperson for the hospital says, in part, Rhode Island Hospital conducted a full investigation and none of the individuals involved worked in the operating rooms. No patient safety issues were identified. The spokesperson says they took corrective action on the employees involved, but would not say what that means. With the Target 12 investigators, Tim White, Eyewitness News.